Alright everybody, so wanted to show you this yellow rendering and kind of how I did it. So again, this is on the two-sided vellum paper, so it's drawn on both sides. You can see the detail and the highlights are only on the other side, but here is a lot of the color you can see on the back side, using some of the grays and the highlights, using yellow chalk, orange marker, yellow marker, gray marker. That's how I got a lot of the really rich yellow colors. The background too, you can see it's drawn on both sides. Some of the lighter grays is a design I traced over from the background, just sort of a design, and then drew it on the front and on the back. And then let's take a close-up at some of the highlights, and you'll be able to see some of the specific tricks I used in this design. So here's a close-up of the front wheels. You can see chrome rims and the headlights. This is always tricky to do because a lot of chrome is just white, but you do want to include some light blue that's a reflection of the sky and some warm grays that are a reflection of the road. So you can see I've got sort of a middle horizon line because it's just like a mirror. It's reflecting out into the horizon, and then a lot of these highlights you can see that's done with the white paint, the white gouache paint. The headlight and the front grille, same sort of thing. I've got white highlights and the black, and also some white colored pencil in there, some black chalk. And the grill is cool. A trick for getting some of those white highlights, those aren't every individual you know, piece of the grill. I laid this on top of something with a texture, maybe like a ruler or a cheese grater or just something I found lying around, and then lightly draw over it with a white pencil, and that texture will pop through the paper. Again, it only works with this really nice vellum paper, which is two-sided, but that's how I got some of that effect. So that's a pretty cool trick. The turn signal lights and the air scoop and all that sort of thing. You can see even up front in the cabin I've got people's seats sort of hinted at with some light gray marker, and you know, shaved off all the door accessories. Added this cool chrome exhaust port down here in the back too. You can see you've got the fat old chrome rims on there, and then blue reflecting up, the warm grays reflecting down, and a lot of that white gouache paint to sort of hint at the reflections. So that's how I drew it. Basically, remember, draw on both sides, really practice getting the right perspective right for the wheels, and there's still some things I'd change on this one if I had to do it again. This probably took 4 hours from start to finish, and I started it small, and once I had the basic design I liked, I started big. Again, the tricks are using the color, using both sides of the page, and when it's all done, looks pretty awesome.